Stephen A. Smith has never been without controversy. In the black community, he's looked at as a sellout. Somebody that actually plays for the cameras for the W Society. He's not liked in our community very much. He goes on TV and he says some totally egregious things at times that the black community just disagrees with. And he doesn't care about what the community thinks about. He's Stephen A. Smith, the individual. He stands alone. He says what he says what he wants, and he doesn't give a damn, as Stephen A. Smith would say, about what anybody else will have to say. Well, he was on Fox News, and Sean Hannity was asking him some questions, and he asked him a question that does Trump, a lot of black people starting to relate to Donald Trump because of the allegations and the things that he's been going through. And Stephen A. Smith, he went on a tirade on the Democratic Party. I'm talking about purely eviscerating the Democratic Party and saying a lot of things that we've been saying in the barbershops, at the crib, and the salons, and all the things, and the way we've been disgruntled with the Democratic Party and the way that they've carried on in these last X amount of years since Joe Biden has been the president. A lot of things that we're disgruntled with, a lot of things that we take umbrage with, right? So he went on there and purely eviscerated him. But he also spoke to Trump. And I titled this, basically, he destroys the Democratic community, but does he actually support Trump? Let's listen to the first half of what he said in regards to speaking to the Democratic Party, and then we'll come right back.
Before I get to that, I love how y'all pick apart me on Hannity. I was on Cuomo on News Nation an hour earlier. I ain't hear nothing about that. I was on MSNBC at least twice over the last month. I ain't hear nothing about that. I was on CNN, Abby Phillips, Laura Coates, several times. I ain't hear nothing about that. Okay? Oh, Stephen A., contributor to Fox. I'm no contributor to Fox News. I show up on all the networks. I was on Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO. I'm sorry, I ain't hear nothing about that. I've repeatedly said, I think Trump will cause civil war in this country. I can't vote for the brother. Y'all just going to ignore that. Why am I bringing all of this stuff up? Because the second black folks find somebody from our community that doesn't march 100% lockstep with one another, they a sellout. They this, they that. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. This is getting ridiculous, okay? Trump is winning. Y'all just gonna stand still? I'm wrong when I sit up there and I say, yo, Democrats, all you got is the soon to be 82-year-old incumbent? You didn't have anything in the bullpen? I'm wrong for bringing that up. I'm wrong for bringing up why the hell you had Gavin Newsom on Fox News looking like he's running for president instead of Joe Biden being the president or Kamala Harris being the vice president. I'm wrong for bringing that up. I'm wrong for bringing up when I went off about Kamala Harris, our vice president, our HBCU grad from Howard University, a black woman, highly intelligent, former attorney general in the city of San Francisco, former attorney general in the state of California. I was wrong for bringing up how she was wrong to avoid getting into it with then presidential candidate Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, when he wanted to debate her on the good parts of slavery. I was wrong. I was wrong about that. I was wrong to saying that's a fight she should have embraced. When y'all gonna wake up? I'm wrong when I'm pointing out how black folks for the first time are talking about the borders being flooded, how illegal immigration ultimately negatively affects us. I'm wrong. I'm wrong in pointing out how xenophobia, homophobia, transphobia has all of a sudden become bigger issues than racism in this country. I mean, damn. How much proof do you need? When I brought up the economy, they say the economy is good. They say the economy is flourishing. You trying to tell me you black and you disagree with me when I say to us, we don't want to hear about the numbers. Oh, the labor participation rate is good. Oh, unemployment is good. Oh, the economy is okay. If gas prices are damn near double what it used to be, if the price of bread, milk, cheese, and eggs and everything in between is double what it used to be, but we ain't getting raises at work. You trying to tell me I was wrong for bringing that up? You trying to tell me I'm wrong when you're sitting up there and you talking about and subjects like immigrants in New York City getting $53 million prepaid credit cards to subsidize their existence in this country, and I'm pointing out how that was never done for black people? I'm wrong? I'm wrong? That's where we really want to go? That's what game we playing? I ain't talking politics. I'm talking life. I don't give a damn that I'm inundated with sports all day, every day. I'm a human being. I'm a black man. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. You don't see this shit happening? I'm supposed to just sit idly by and say nothing? The hell with me talking. Why ain't you talking? Why ain't you screaming to the high heavens? Why aren't you telling liberals on the left, yo, you need to stop with the extreme leftist stuff on the fringes with all of that woke stuff? What sex you are, whether you a male or a female, whether you can be a male but call yourself a female and get to compete against women or girls in various sports. You want those issues to be more prevalent than the stuff going on in our community that directly affects our lives as opposed to less than 1% of the damn population? What you doing? How come you ain't doing it? How come you ain't raising holy hell? How come you not speaking up?
So, Stephen, we see you, we hear you. But see, this is the thing where Stephen A. Smith likes to play both sides. Because we know all the things that he was talking about. These are things that we talk about. We talk about the migrant situation, right? We talk about all those things. We talk about what's going on with the letter crew and the identities, whether you want to identify as a woman or a man, and those things where a lot of Americans are disgruntled with that and stuff that's going on. What's going on with them in the schools and all of the different things. We know all of this. This is stuff that's the community's been talking about. We're talking about those groups dealing in women's sports and all those different things. So it's easy to go and say that. And he really went after the Democratic Party and saying that if you want to beat Trump, get a viable candidate or have some things that the people want to get behind. He spoke to this. But then he also went in on Trump somewhat, where he spoke and said that he doesn't think that Trump should be the president because he thinks that Trump is going to divide the party. But he's made this video because he wants to get at the Democrats for saying, why are you getting mad at me? Why are you coming at me? I'm just saying what everybody else is saying. This is what he's trying to say. But let's listen to what he had to say about Trump and why and why he don't want Trump to be the president, but also why the Democratic Party is making Trump even stronger in their tactics and what they're trying to do. Check this out.
You don't see the connection? Why you think Trump went out there and he said, hey, what were his words? I've been told, look, those were his words. I've been told, I've heard that some black folks find themselves somewhat relatable to me because of what I'm going through right now. And where would we get that from? You know good and damn well. Georgia case is another matter. On the phone, I need 11,000 votes, 11,700 votes. That's an egregious situation for the president to find himself in. We ain't talking about that. But we ain't talking about the civil case where he lost a $454 million, had a $454 million judgment against him either. You real estate and you manufacture, you're a real estate mogul and you manufacturing numbers. Okay, wow. We know that's going to happen. And you do the crime, you get caught, you got to pay the penance or you got to do the time. But you're the former president of the United States. And your ass is in court where you have to show up each day. Otherwise, you're going to be thrown in jail. And the crime is that you took $130,000 of money and through your lawyer or some other intermediary, you gave it to a porn star for hush money purposes. So he got loose with a porn star. And he didn't want the world to know while he was running for president that he did that. And so he tried to wiggle his way through that. You trying to tell me that America is sitting up there? I'm talking about independents and folks on the right. Of course, people who hate him on the left are going to take that position. But I'm talking about independents and folks on the right. You trying to tell me they think this is a serious matter that requires our time and attention? John Edwards, did he do time? Gary Hart, did he do time? Bill Clinton, they said he got loose in the Oval Office. I heard libertarians losing their damn mind. It was in the Oval Office. Oh my God. Oh my God. Remember that? But he in court instead of being on the campaign trail. You don't think people see through that? They do. All I did was point it out. I am not a fan of Trump being the president. I think he will cause civil war in this country because I don't think he's going to cater to all of the American people. I think he's just going to cater to people who voted for him and who are loyal to him. And the rest of us be damned. That's how I view him. But that doesn't mean I get to close my eyes and be completely oblivious and ignorant to the stuff the Democrats are doing to lose the damn election. I said it before and I say it again. Beat him. Beat him. Get a bullpen. Have some other candidates. Find folks with pizzazz that can talk to the American people and resonate. Don't act. I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm saying from an impression, from a perspective matter. Don't act like what you're doing is you want the president to get through the election. And then after that, damn it, God rest his soul, he could end up passing away or something and Kamala Harris can become president that way. No! You want to be president, run for it. Beat them. Show that you can compete. That's what we got to do in anything we do in life. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You want to come at me? Feel free. Ain't nobody running, ain't nobody hiding. Don't have nothing to do with sports, don't have nothing to do with politics. It's got everything to do with me. I'm Stephen A, baby. I'm who the hell I am.
I would say this in closing. Black America has to have their own agenda. It doesn't matter whether we're Democrat or Republican, right wing or left wing. What is the agenda of the African American community? At one point, we was all we voted Republican. And we remember Barry Goldwater and all the things that went on with the Republican Party during the 60s and why we switched over. We understand all of that. We understand that. We understand what LBJ did and that civil rights bill and all those different things, right? We get that. But we have to have our own agenda on the table for what we want specifically for African American people. And whichever party meets those criteria that we put on the table, those agendas that we put on the table, that's who should get our vote. We shouldn't just run from the Republican Party over to the Democratic Party to run back to the Republican Party with nothing in writing. Not for people of color, but specifically for Black Americans, foundational Americans, Americans that's been here from the foundation, that helped build the foundation of America. Not for people of color, specifically for our group. And we're not moving and operating that way because other groups do it. The Asians do it. The Latino community do it. The LGBT community does it. Then why can't we? Every time we do something, got to go and contrast with all the other groups. No, we're delineating. We're saying we're doing it for our group. That's what has to happen. So Stephen A. Smith likes to play both sides of the fence. He likes to play games. So he could, as a black man, of course he could talk about the things we're disgruntled with, but also at the same time, he's supporting Trump but not supporting Trump. He's not Where you at, Stephen? What side of the fence are you on? Or are you an independent telling black people we should have our own agenda? What are you saying, Stephen? I'm confused. What are you telling the American people as a black man? What are you saying? Because it don't sound like to me, based off of what you're saying, that you want to be a Democrat. But you're saying that Trump is going to divide the country. So what are you saying? With all that you said, Stephen A. Smith, I'm asking you, what are you saying? I'm going to cut this video short right there. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, man. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.